Hi friends. So good evening to each one of you. Yeah. Are you interested to be you know, a public speaker? If yes, of course the video is for you. How many of you can recollect those days in your school days? Particularly in the shorter day of my times, I'm telling. There was a specific debate class, you know, that entire class, was being called, and a teacher was being coming over there, and the topic was being said. It was being, mentioned in the blackboard, and the children were volunteering to tell on that topic. Of course, first, second, third was being declared. So if I could recollect those days, school days, I find that few people, could dare to come out and speak. Of course, those days, if I can rightly recollect, take back my flash memory, then I found that few people were at home in speaking, and those people who were making a good public speech by that time, of course, in the real life they are doing well. But here, friends, that public speaking is a thing you can achieve. It is a achievable things, by making practice, good practice, of course, right practice with certain tips, and making a right tone, you can be a good public speaker. And you can be an eloquent public speaker when you take some, help of some help books, like, all of us, The Art of Public Speaking by Darley Carnegie. So one of the renowned, book writer worldwide. So Darley Carnegie has written many books. So we'll take some help from that book, and we'll give some tips that how can one be a good public speaker. Of course, irrespective, if you want to be in the leadership, your speech should have a, communication should be very good to influence your people, to motivate your people. Is not it? So it is a right topic, a rather the perfect topic for all leaders. How can they speak well? Those who are leading public life. So not only the politicians, they need to be good speaker. Of course, irrespective of your life you are leading, that you need to be a good public speaker, good communicator. So as a leader, it is a must and mandatory for you. So the session is for you, my dear friends. So become interested in other people. So being a public speaker, you must read what they want. The most important thing, to remember when speaking to an audience is that you are not the most important people in the room. Your audience and you need to focus on their needs and interests. Smile. Smiling makes you look confident. That you are a confident speaker, or your content is, you are reached in your content, that your face is the index of it. So add or wear a smile in it to enhance your personality and be approachable, and it also help you to put your audience at ease. And be enthusiastic. Unless you are enthusiastic, enthusiasm is contagious, and it will make your audience more likely to be interested in what you have to say. And speak clearly, spontaneously, and slowly. When you are giving a clarity in your communication, it can reach to your audience. And each one of your audience can understand what you are communicating. So don't mumble or speak too quickly or too slowly, and your audience will have trouble in understanding you. And sometimes when you become very slow, it also demotivate you. It seems that you are forgetting what you intend to say. So don't be too fast, don't be too slow. Use simple language. You will find there are some speakers who use some jargons. See, you are speaking so that you can communicate to the team well. You can communicate to the public well. Whatever you want to speak, that can reach to them. So in that situation, always use simple language. Avoid use jargon or technical terms that your audience may not understand. If your audience will not understand whatever you are speaking, what you are telling, that your total sanctity of your deliberation is lost. See, my friends, what else you can make your public speaking interesting? Tell stories. See, storytelling is an art. Even corporate storytelling is in vogue today. So stories are a great way to engage your audience and make your point more memorable. When you are connecting your, deliberation to a story, people are more pensive to look at you, more interested to listen to you. And your audience make your point more memorable. When you start a story, once upon a time, there was a king. So when you are connecting your story, that means your people are more attentive and whatever you want to communicate, that can be reachable to them. Ask questions, intermittent questions. You are not asking to judge somebody. Asking question is a great way to get your audience involved and to get feedback on your presentation. Even questioning connect your audience with you. Whether some of the audience are distracted, they are listening to you, they are making side talks, they are engaged other things, or they are thinking something else, although they are physically present in your meeting. So questioning can connect with you if you can input some intermittent questions during your deliberations. So vary your tone of voice. Don't drone or in a monotone voice. Use different tones, emphasize different points to keep your audience engaged. When you are describing a sorrowful happening, let the tone be, let tone your tone accordingly. You can bring in some laughter scenes. Your tone should be like that. So even sometimes you give a pause, so that your customer can get a feeling in your communication. So you are sharing your feeling, to your communication. So that is why you have to use a right tone to your communication and use gesture and facial expression. See, look, when we are speaking something, our gesture and body language communicating first, then our words. Words are being transmitted later, but our facial, our body language, our posture, the way we using our hands, legs, and standing, and your eye contact, this is communicating first with your, public or with your team. So gestures and facial expressions can help to emphasize your points to make your presentation more lively, and you can connect to your audience, in much better way than others. Now, what else? See, to be a good public speaker, what you need to do? You need to do three things. The first one is practice. And what is the second one? Practice. What is the third one? Practice. The more you practice the correct thing, then the perfection can be achieved. The more confident you will become, and the better will be your presentation. Your presentation will be lively, and people will wait for your turn when Mr. So and so will come and give the deliberation. So these are the just few many lessons that can be learned from the art of public speaking. After all, how are you blending? How are you phrasing your sentence? How are you connecting to your audience? Who are your audience? Whom are you communicating? What are you communicating? What is the need of them? What is your content? Whether same content has been placed before them earlier or not. These are also, key to your success as a public speaker. But as a leader, you can practice any piece of time as your baseline, and these following points you will give importance. Fantastic. People will listen to you, and you can also well communicate to your audience. If you need a full session, please connect. Please talk to Mohapatra at the Thank you so much. You may like this video, forward the video in your other group, and like my channel. Talk to Mohapatra. Thank you so much. Bye bye.